Hey everybody, welcome back to MACkiteboarding.com Foil Fridays. I'm Tucker, and today I'm going to talk to you about some exciting new products from GoFoil. Alright, so what do we have here? GoFoil dropped some new product on us. They're nice enough to bring it out for KOGL Test Fest this year in October. And they're even nicer to leave the gear with me. So I've had a full lineup of all the sizes in this new stuff for, let me think, it's November now. So we're, a month and a half that I've had this stuff with me. I've really been riding it a lot to get a good feel for, each wing and each size and what it's good for. And I've been really impressed. This stuff is awesome. One thing you always know with GoFoil is every time they release something new, it's something that is really a step forward or something that's missing in their lineup. They don't just release something every year, something new. So it's really cool, when you get something from them, it's going to be notable. And that's definitely the case with what's going on here. So I'll start with the tail wings. What we have here, what they call a fixed tail. You'll say, why is it called a fixed tail? Well, for a while they went to this kind of pedestal and separate stabilizer design, which is cool. You can shim it and stuff, but it really complicates the design. It makes it less durable. One thing that's really neat about GoFoil is the simplicity. You just stick that on there, put one screw in, it's tight and done, ready to go. And adding, more screws added some vulnerability and just some complexity to the system that really isn't necessary. So with the fixed tail, what you get is two different stabilizer, or what should I say, effective fuselage lengths here. So we got the short, S for short, L for long. So the L is kind of I would call it a normal size fuselage. The S is maybe a little bit short compared to average sizes of fuselages. So you want something a little bit more nimble, a little faster turning radius, but maybe not as much glide, maybe not as stable, especially in the pitch. That's the S. You want something that glides better, something that pumps better, a little bit more stability in the pitch, especially for larger boards or larger riders. The large size is going to work really well. What I have found is I actually really like both. The short I really like on a smaller front wing, so maybe 1150 and smaller. I really like the S, or even on the 1250 GT if you just want a little bit more flavor in there and you don't mind a little pitchier ride or just a little less glide. The L I really like for the bigger wings, so 1250, 1300, 1400, 2200. That's the guy for those. They just seem to jive better with the way those foils like to turn, and the amount of pitch they like, but also just the style of rider and the kind of boards you're going to be riding with those generally. Bigger riders, larger boards, so they're really not wanting that extra bit of zip in the turn. You want something a little bit more predictable, more stable, more lift, more glide. So yeah, works really good. If you look at these, are the 14.5 size. It'll be the first size available. You can look at the shape of these. This is kind of the flying way, or the way they fly here. So you've got kind of a V shape, and what that does is in a turn, it really allows you to roll into the turn and initiate that easily, as well as roll out of turns, so really quick edge to edge. But then with those kind of flattened out wingtips, it also gives you some stability, something to kind of hook into. And they're just a really fun, reliable, predictable stabilizer, and the 14.5 has worked great for me on all of the sizes I've tested. So it's kind of like those one-shot stabilizers. You don't need to buy 3 different stabilizers for 3 different front wings. Just kind of decide between the short and long, or buy a short and a long. Cool. So that's the stabilizers. Really amped on these, and of course they come with a cover like GoFoil wings always do. As always, if you have any questions, comments, put those in the comments section below. So give us a thumbs up, let us know you're here, made it, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out at the shop. This has been Tucker with MACkiteboarding.com, and we'll see you next time.